Hey YouTube, this is Raj, and today I'm going to be talking about kelp in Minecraft, basically anything you need to know, so why don't we get started. So the first thing you have to understand about kelp is it grows in lukewarm, ocean, and cold ocean biomes. The only ocean biomes it doesn't grow in is frozen and warm. And some things to understand about how it grows is it grows around seagrass. Each chunk has a 1 in 18 chance of a kelp group growing. It has to be placed on a water source block or downward flowing. If it's hit, it's basically mined instantly, and any of the blocks above where you hit will actually break also. Kelp has an age when you plant it between 0 and 24, and when it hits age 25, it stops growing. The age will actually be randomized when you plant it, so for example, it's possible to have a plant that's 0 or 24 even though it's only 1 high. It doesn't need sky access or light to grow. It can't grow unless there is a water source above it. So basically it needs water above it, and if you pretty much have 1 high water and you have kelp in it, it'll never grow any higher. It has a 14% chance of growing at each growth tick, and wandering traders will try to sell you kelp for 3 emeralds. So the other thing is with the composter, if you don't understand how it works, is basically there are you can put items into the composter and there's a chance it'll increase the compost level. When it gets all the way up to level 7, it hits level 8 and it creates 1 piece of bone meal. So with kelp, there is a 30% chance it'll go up 1 compost level. Dried kelp has a 30% chance, and dried kelp blocks have a 50% chance. So overall, kelp's not the greatest for the composter. So also with smelting, you can basically smelt kelp, and what it does is it creates dried kelp. So dried kelp is helpful because first of all, you can get 0.1 XP from smelting kelp. So you can basically use it to get XP, although it's not the best way to get it. You can also, after you get dried kelp, you can start to put it into dried kelp blocks. So this is 9 dried kelp into 1 block there, and it looks like this. It looks pretty good actually. And some things to understand about dried kelp is it's actually pretty efficient when it comes to fuel. So if you put dried kelp as a fuel into a furnace, it actually can burn 20 items, which is the 3rd best in the game. I think coal blocks are better and a bucket of lava are better, but it's the 3rd best, but it's also a bit hard to actually do because you have to smelt it first and then you have to craft it into kelp blocks. That process is a bit more work rather than just putting something like bamboo into a furnace. So one other thing I wanted to show you was how you can see the actual age of a kelp plant. So I have a kelp plant here and I've hit F3, and this allows me to actually see the age. So if you look, the age of this kelp plant is 14, so it'll grow another 11 more blocks. So that was kelp in Minecraft. I hope that was helpful for you guys in understanding basically kelp in general, how it grows, how you can basically smelt it and put it into kelp blocks so that you can use it as fuel. So if you're interested, I also have other videos, for example like sweet berries, that you can check out. If you like this video, please give me a like. If you want me to keep producing content, please give me a subscribe. You can always leave a comment, I appreciate that. And stay classy YouTube, this is Raj.